Welcome back to Studio 10. A lot going on here because we are celebrating Mardi Gras. Just look around, a lot of cool stuff. So do you ever wish we could celebrate like 2 Christmases every year, or we could have Thanksgiving twice a year? Wouldn't it be fun if we had 2 carnival seasons? Now, it may be September, but we are celebrating Mardi Gras today on Studio 10, and we want to get you excited about the upcoming season. So, Mobile Mask, the magazine, is the Reveler's Guide to Mardi Gras, and it comes out every January. Now, Steve Joynt is the editor, also the publisher of the magazine, and in this issue, you start things off giving some Mardi Gras basics. You know, we live here in the South, we love carnival season, some things that we need to know. So what are a few things that you think we should all know about Mardi Gras?
Well, you were talking earlier about why is Fat Tuesday on a different day every year. It all has to do with Easter. You know, Fat Tuesday is the day before Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday is, you know, a certain number of days before Easter. It's the date of Easter that fluctuates. Easter is the first Sunday after the first ecclesiastical full moon after the vernal equinox.
Okay.
Go figure that out.
We're following somewhat, right? But the thing is, it all depends on Easter.
Right.
Very interesting, right? Did you guys know that? I didn't know that.
And
That's very cool.
This Fat Tuesday is pretty late for a Fat Tuesday, March 4th. The latest it can be mathematically is March 9th.
Ah, more interesting fun facts. This is awesome. Okay, so let's talk about some more fun basics. Like, what does Mardi mean and what does Gras mean? Where did that all come from?
It's French. It's quite simply Fat Tuesday. And, you know, the beginnings of Mardi Gras really go back to the establishment of the rules of Lent,
okay,
which, of course, starts on Ash Wednesday. And when they said no meat on Lent, I think we're talking 1300s here, if I remember right, but it was the butchers in the European cities who said, no meat, what are we supposed to do? So they came up with this idea of, well, before Ash Wednesday comes along, let's just fill up on meat.
Yeah.
And so it was referred to as the boeuf gras, fat cow.
Okay.
And that led to Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras.
Very interesting. Now, what's behind the mystic societies? Why the masks? Why is it so secretive?
Well, because it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
I mean, the secrecy is fun. A lot of it goes back to the masked balls of France that were so popular at the time that Carnival was essentially started here or exported here. And what's the point of wearing a mask if you're going to tell everybody who you are? So there's that kind of night of secrecy type of fun about it. But at the same time these organizations were being founded, secret organizations like the Masons and things like that were very popular, these kind of secret fraternal organizations. Remember, when these started, it was all men. We in Mobile didn't have a female parading group until 1950 with the First Order of Polka Dots and the Maids of Mirth.
Okay, and speaking of Mobile, there are a lot of things that are unique as far as Mardi Gras to Mobile. We have the Excelsior Band that always makes you think of Mardi Gras, and you have Joe Kane, and you have the Merry Widows, so many other things. And one thing in reading Mobile Mask that I found out, didn't throw moon pies in Mobile until the 50s.
Right.
So what led to moon pies being thrown? What happened there?
Well, the popular story is that at one time they told groups they couldn't throw Cracker Jacks.
So that was what was originally thrown?
The boxes were hitting people in the face and the eye and injuring kids. They also had a problem with hard candies, that kind of thing. And so somebody came up with the idea of moon pies. They were soft, they were squishy. You know, people couldn't get hurt that badly unless you threw a whole box of them at one time.
And now we have lots of flavors. What was the first flavor? Was it banana?
It was chocolate. Yeah,
it was chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have thought banana.
No,
what did
chocolate.
you guys think? Oh, love chocolate. What's your favorite kind?
You know, I'm a big fan of the mint and the peanut butter, the latest additions to the lineup. I really like those.
Oh, the peanut butter, awesome. Okay, so the other thing that I want to ask before we let you go, you know when you go and you see the Nights of Revelry and you see the guy on the top, Folly, and he's beating what looks like balloons, but they're not balloons. He's just knocking the crud out of them. They're pig bladders, right?
Actually, those are cow bladders.
They're cow bladders. Why?
And yeah, there's a distinction because later in the day, the Order of Myths have Death and Folly, and Folly is wielding inflated pig bladders. But KOR and OOM make a distinction between, you know, well, we would never use pig bladders or we would never use cow bladders. Wow. But these predate balloons. They're, you know, they weren't always rubber balloons.
Right.
And they needed something that would look a little bit like a, you know, a kind of medieval weapon, a mace or something like that. And so they inflated these bladders. They dry them. I mean, I've seen the whole process. They inflate them, they clean them, they inflate them, dry them, you know, and they're all tied up and inflated, and they just dry that way, and then they paint them and tie them onto a stick.
And beat the crowd out of them. Any idea how many they go through during a parade?
It's quite, it's a large number. It's more than 100.
Wow. Interesting fun facts, and if you want to know more, because the Mobile Mask is loaded with all kinds of Mardi Gras fun facts, stories, and you'll find everything you need to know about the upcoming carnival season. And speaking of, you guys have a website and you guys update your social media during parade time to make sure that we all know when the parades are going to be, if something has happened, parades are canceled. You guys have lots of good stuff on your website.
Keep it going all year long, actually. I mean, the Facebook page has got stuff on it, new things on it every day. The website has a Mardi Gras news section, and we have a Twitter feed, and we're going to have an app this year. We're going to have a Mobile Mardi Gras app, the first one that I know anything about.
Very neat.
But even I was sitting out there on the parade route this past year and saying, gosh, it's a pain to have to browse to my website. This website needs an app, so by gosh, we've got one.
Good thinking. And when is that going to be available? Any idea?
We're still working, you know, the last little bugs out of it before Mardi Gras. I guarantee.
Before carnival season,
I guarantee
you will have it. And
it.
January, you can pick up the brand new issue of Mobile Mask. Lots of great Mardi Gras stories, history, photos, and anything that you need to know for the upcoming season. And it's available to me, it's also available through your website.
Correct. It'll be at a number of stores.
Okay, all right. If you want more information, be sure you log on fox10tv.com on the Studio 10 page.